Good morning! Any ideas what you'll be drawing today? I was thinking of going easy and doing some portraits from just the back of my head. I hope you don't mind. I think something easygoing would be good for the first stream because my nerves are kinda going at the moment. And sorry about I whacked totally the timer. Clearly, I don't know what time is it, so I cannot set up a clock right and put it in 5 minutes before, but we're gonna start in 2 minutes. I'm just figuring out rest of the setup here on my desk before we start. That sounds perfect. Your portraits are always gorgeous. Oh, thank you. That's so sweet of you. Portraits are my favorite thing to draw. I just love faces. Like, especially drawing noses. Like, big noses. That's the shit. I love it. Oh, there's already 4 of you. Welcome to you all. I'm so happy that there is people. I was so worried that there would be no one. Like, I would be all by myself, talking to myself. But how's your day? How's it going, everyone? Good so far. 8 a.m. here, so just getting started. Oh, wow. Hope you're having a great morning. Here it's like, 6 p.m., so my night is just starting. Actually, I kind of messed up this night because I didn't realize that my good friend's birthday is today. So she's having a big party. So I'm gonna keep this like pretty short. Well, like 1.5 hours, and then I have to run to my friend's place. Okay, it's 6 o'clock. Here is my beautiful setup. I hope you guys like it. I'm waving to the camera. So I was thinking, I'm gonna use my ugly sketchbook. Like, well, it's not ugly, but this is my comfort sketchbook. I doodle to this whenever I feel like just doing something, and I don't want to stress too much about it. So I was thinking, as I have this part of the page that I haven't filled up yet, I haven't been doing this week that many morning sketches because I've been so busy at work. So I was thinking we could fill this up today. So beautiful. Oh, thank you. Morga, good 10 a.m. here, working right now, so just listening, watching. Oh, hope you have a great morning. Like, thank you for joining us. So, I'm gonna use these, my trusted Sarasa ones. Since the couple weeks back. Is it a couple weeks? I think it feels like a couple of days, but I think I've had these now for like 2 weeks. I'm obsessed. I don't use anything else anymore for my morning sketches. These are the best ones. But I'm wondering which color to use today. I haven't done, I think, the brown one yet. Neither have I used any of the blue ones. Let's go with the brown one. I'm not sure if it shows really that well because they are kind of dark. That it is like really dark brown. I hope this shows well. Yeah. Oh, I haven't used it even once, so it has the, what do you like, the thing? Oh, like this. I don't know if you see it. So it's so tiny, but those gel points to protect the tip. But I think we're good. Is the, by the way, the music too loud, or is it okay? I was wondering because I'm hearing it from my headphones, but I'm not sure if it goes through correctly. Well, let's start. The first stroke is always the hardest. So most of you seems to be like it's morning for you guys. So where are you guys from? I would love to know. Seems like in other side of the world, of course, because of the time difference. I think I put it like an elf ear. You're so brave just going in full pen. I'd be so scared. I'm from Washington in the US. Oh, that's nice. Like, I used to be so scared of like the blank paper, you know. But once I started using gel ink, I realized that whenever I messed up, I actually fell in love with the sketch. So now I'm kind of hoping that I mess up, because then I need to think about a new way for me to fix it and think outside the box. And usually I end up loving it even more than the one that I don't mess up. If that makes any sense? This one isn't flowing as well as the other pens. It's a little bit dry, but I think it's just because it's new and I haven't used it yet. I hope it fixes itself. So are you guys artists as well? Do you like to draw? Is it like a hobby, or like a full-time artist, or just thing that you like to watch? Let's do some eyes. Feels weird when it doesn't have just the hair. Yeah, that helps. Yes, I do freelance art full time. Oh, that's amazing! That's so cool. So, what do you specialize in? Do you do painting, or do you do like graphic design, or what is it that you do? I would love to know. Like, you can never have like too many artist friends. Maybe I should make it into an elf. I'm kind of feeling that. I like adding some like fantasy elements to my drawings, especially the portraits. I mostly do digital art. I get hired for things like child and children's books, coloring books at AK, but I also do commissions of just about everything. Oh, that's cool! Oh, that must be so much fun. Oh, especially like children's books, because I think that the styles I've seen, they're so pretty. It's so dreamlike. have collected a couple of just because of the style of the book. They're so pretty that I want them on my shelf. Mm. Hmm. I think it's starting to get some shape on it. Oh, the hair is kind of wonky. At least here it's like going so diagonally. Maybe I fix that first. Yeah, that's a little bit better. Drawing hair is so much fun. Do you spend a lot of time studying faces? Your anatomy is so natural. Well, I could say so. I think it's just because I love drawing them, so I draw them so much that it's kind of, it comes from the back of my head like straight away like this. But of course I do make mistakes, and sometimes I have the same face syndrome, that I start to make the eyes similar or the nose similar, so I need to sometimes like switch it up a little bit and remind myself to like take some references and like try to like do something different for once. But it's kind of hard when I want to always draw like cutesy, like pretty girls. And usually when that happens, then it's like I fuck up. It usually ends up being better. Because it makes it quirky, like no face is perfect. We have like blemishes and scars and droopy eyes or something, so they give character. So ooh. Fresho, hi! Welcome to the stream! Aspiring to make a career in painting digitally, no idea how though, and I have a lot to improve and learn. I wish you all the best. I know I'm the same thing. Like for a long time I wasn't a full-time artist. I've been full-time artist only for 2 years now. I worked in marketing for games and I made videos. I was actually a video editor for a long time, an animator. But finally, I got the job as a junior artist and then went up from there. But I've been drawing digitally, like I think, oh god, is it like 10 years almost? It must be, yeah, 10 years. Whoa, that's a long time. But what would you like to paint? Like, as you said, you would want to paint digitally as like have a career, but like commissions or like doing your own thing and having a Patreon, or is it like for big companies or illustrations for like those commercial like things? What kind of? Because I think there's a lot of places you can work on nowadays as a digital artist, especially if you're a freelancer. Sorry about the mumbling. I'm still trying to do two things at the same time, and seems like I'm having some trouble with that. I'm wondering if I should do the pupils for the eyes, but I kind of like how it's like ghost-like when there is no pupil. Maybe we keep it like that for today. Yeah. Let's do that. My dog is at the I had to kick him out for the stream, so he's not always asking for like cuddles from me while I'm trying to draw. So now he's pouting behind the door that why you don't love me. Don't worry, he will get lots of kisses and hugs after this. I think I wouldn't do freelance right away because I still need to level up. Would you tell me what do you think about this logic, please? Well, I think that is smart. I started with first just getting to the industry because I wanted to be in on the game side. But landing an artist job from there is really hard if you don't have any experience. Because they always have like, oh, have 5 years of this and this. And they're like, oh, well, shit, no, I don't have that. So I landed the video editor job. And then I became an animator for game ideas. And from there, they realized that I actually can do art. Wow. So I started doing marketing art, like fancy posters and such, and making those for the games. And when I had that, then I was able to say like, hey, I've been working for 3 years in game industry and I'm actually pretty good at art. Would you like to switch it up? So then they saw that, oh, I actually have a record of working on multiple games, even though I was working as a marketing artist. But it helped me land the job then. So just getting your foot to the door, I think it's a Finnish saying, I think, maybe, but just kind of getting you out there first and getting yourself some kind of name and connections, it helps a lot. So I think your way of thinking is very smart. Freelancing art is really hard because you need to find the customers yourself. Our poor baby, what kind of dog? Oh, he's a rescue from Russia. He's a what would I say? He's like a little bit bigger schnauzer, like miniature schnauzer, and has all the marks, but almost like black in color, gray eyebrows and beard and such. But also his fur grows like non-stop, like he doesn't shed. So if we make him short, then he looks like a schnauzer. Long one, he looks like a poodle. But he's very cute. Very cute. Oh no, maybe I can show you. I just realized if you can see. Like this. This is him. This is what he looks like. His name is Nori. Nori. Almost said it wrong. Nori. Like seaweed. He is 3 years old. He's my world. I love him so much. He helps me a lot with my anxiety and everything. So he's my baby. I kind of want to do some markings or like tattoos to this. Yeah, let's do that. And by the way, if you guys have any kind of questions, I'm more than happy to answer. Anything about art or life or whatever you have. Oh, and actually I forgot. On Instagram, I asked you guys that, well, not perhaps not you guys, but what would you like to know about me? Oh, actually, I check those at the same time, so we can talk about those. There was a couple of really good questions. I took some screenshots of those. There, found it. Would you consider gaming on your streams? Yes, of course. I'm a game dev, so playing games, that would be fun. But only if you guys want that, because I do play a lot of games on my free time, so I don't mind streaming that. But I understand if people are more interested in seeing me drawing. What games do you play? At the moment, on Switch, I have 2 games. Is it Voyage? Is one, and then there is, what is it called? Cozy Grove. Those. They're kind of different. Voyage is more like this indie, really pretty, like a story puzzle game, I would say. And Cozy Grove is more popular. If you don't know it, tells a story. It's kind of like Animal Crossing, but a spooky, cute version of it. You have this Girl Scout that helps these spirits. Oh, thank you, Kettumaista. Welcome to the stream. Thank you for the follow. That was the first follow I've had in the stream, and I almost shit myself. Oh God. Oh yeah, it's the Cozy Grove. So the spirits that you need to help, and by doing kind of like same kind of tasks that you do in Animal Crossing. So you fish and you find hidden objects and those kind of stuff. It's really, really like cozy and easygoing, and highly recommend if you want to escape from life for a moment and want something that is not too heavy for your brain. I've been playing it like non-stop every morning for the past month, and just like because you only played like 20 minutes to 30 minutes a day, it's done that way that you have a certain amount of tasks that you have to fulfill, and once they are done, you need to come next day to do the different tasks. Yeah, those are for the Switch at the moment. I do play a lot of games, so on the Switch I usually play 2 or 3 games per month. Clade, hi! Welcome to the stream. So glad to have you. So on PC, I have at the moment going on Gris, if you know the indie game that goes through like emotions. It's like a puzzle game, really pretty. There is a pattern if you can see what kind of games I play. And Overwatch 2, I don't know what I think about it yet. I was huge fan of the first one, Overwatch 1, but I'm still getting used to it. We will see. I'm hoping they fix some bugs, because oh god, those are terrible. Like, they shipped product that wasn't ready, and you can tell. And Clade, how are you doing? So glad to have you. How's your day? Are we gonna do the eyes or are not? I'm not sure. I kind of wanna, but at the moment, no. I will definitely check out Cozy Grove. That sounds right up my alley. It is really nice. Hope you like it. I wonder, should I continue this or leave it and start a new one? There is a lot of things we could still do to this, but I'm being impatient. I know you're Finnish, but do you work there as well? Yes, I live in Finland, in Helsinki, the head capital. Clade, I'm pretty good, thanks. I thought it was my friend's birthday, but it wasn't. I even threw him a gift. Oh, but I hope you can give them it later. It was quite embarrassing. We both laughed about it. Oh no! Actually, my friend has a birthday today, and I have a party to go to tonight, and I fucked up. I didn't check the calendar, and I thought it was tomorrow, so I was like, sorry, I'll be there. I'm just a little bit late. Sorry about that. But I did get the present, so I'm really happy that I had that because I was being lazy about it. And during the week, I was like, okay, after work, I'm gonna go and get it. And each time I was like, no. But finally, yesterday I did. And I'm glad I did because I would be fucked otherwise. And I don't even understand how it's possible to get it so wrong because I had a Facebook event about it. It was literally there on my phone. Maybe we add some jewelry. Yeah. That would be nice. I want to do some droopy things. Some charms or something. They're always so much fun to draw because you basically just swiggle around and it just makes it look like nice. Oh no. Oh, don't worry. It's all fixed now. I get to go to my friend's party and she was okay with it. She didn't mind. Maybe we add, yeah. Well, the pen doesn't seem to want to, like, it's not flowing well, but so it's kind of scratchy, but I think it will fix itself if I just press a little bit harder. Yeah, I think that's fine. Maybe let's put another pen there. Yeah, I like that. I just usually go with the flow with these. Oh, also I was planning to maybe come sell my art in a con next year when I turn 18. Do you have any good places to recommend? Oh, that's great. I hope you do because artist alleys are so much fun. Like the best shit ever. Like there are so many good friends I've made from there. So in Finland there is there is Desicon and Frostbite, Trakon. It kind of depends what kind of art you do because some places have different like specs what they want there to be sold. I mostly sell my originals, so those places that actually like hope that you sell like 50-50 fan art, I usually try to avoid those because clearly I'm yeah, I remember you. Yay. Thank you for coming to the stream. You're always so nice. Your comments are always so pleasant. Other than those, I haven't really been at. I would love to one day go to the France Comic Con. Like, it's huge, but I don't think I can do it yet. Like, it's too big for me, I think. But maybe in the next couple of years, we will see. Other one is the Närcon, that is in Sweden. That's something I might try maybe next year. It's huge as well, but it's not as big as the Comic Con. Maybe I just need to first go there in the first try. And then when I've seen it, so it doesn't seem so intimidating, maybe then I can try the artist alleys, if they accept me, of course. Should we try do another one? Maybe we're ready with this one. At least I think so. I said it was first like an elf. Well, it is because it has the elf ears, but I feel like it's more like some sort of tribal elf. My sketches usually like change while I'm drawing them. They never are what I first thought they would be, like the image in my head, because they always evolve while I draw them. Do you guys have the same? Because I think it kind of is more fun that way, because then it's like a surprise to me as well what it ends up to be. Oh, and my drink. Ugh. I'm so glad it's Friday. I've been working my ass off at work, so I'm pretty tired, and I'm so happy I can have like a free weekend. Well, let's just make the shirt also. Yes, definitely. Yeah. It's been a long week. If you don't know what I do, I'm a full-time artist, but I work for game companies, and I do both 2D and 3D, and mostly at this company I'm working at the moment, I do 3D stuff. That looks wrong. Yeah, let's put that still going there. Yeah, like that. And that's how you fix your errors. So this week I had a lot to make. Lots of modeling of furnitures, like cutesy ones. But it takes a toll, especially when you work both like your own things and then also the work stuff. So it's a lot of things to do for your creative mind. What was the translation like for you going from 2D to 3D? I'm trying to learn 3D and it's so different. Oh, actually, it was kind of funny. I did learn in school, but that's a long time ago, and I sucked at it. I was terrible. So after I studied it, I didn't touch it for 5 years, and then I started to work at this game company as an artist, And one day, my boss came to me and said like, "Oh, by the way, can you give me the 3D files for the picture that you made?" And I was like, "Wait, what do you mean 3D files?" I was like, yeah, for the poster that you made about the game." Well, I'm sorry, but I can't because there is no such thing. And then he was very, very confused, but then I understood. He thought because my 2D was so realistic that he thought I had made it in 3D. And so he's like, "Oh, shit. Well, can you do it in 3D? Can you make the models?" Like, well, yes and no. It takes time. I need to learn it. But like, well, yeah, because we decided we're gonna turn this game into 3D. Then I was like, but I'm a 2D artist. I can't do that. So they gave me a month to learn it, and I did. And it was so much fun. I'm really happy that we started making 3D games because I now can do it fluently without any problem. And I learned a new skill, and I actually enjoyed it a lot. It's really fun. If you don't mind me asking, what school did you go to? I went to Lahti University, the design department. That's where I've been. And also, I think it's XAL is the what I went first. And it's like a general artist job that was first. It's like, well, you don't actually get a degree as an artist. It just like shows you different kind of artist jobs that you could then try to like study for. That didn't make any sense. Oh my god, that's such a fun story. That's terrifying. Oh god. Yeah. When I told my other friends, they were like, "You're shitting me, right?" He thought it was 3D. I'm like, yeah. But these things happen. I don't usually show too much of my 3D stuff because it's so different, but I really like making those. So I'm happy that I got to learn that. And my boss was really nice about it, that he was like, "Okay, just take your time, learn as you go. It's fine." So glad I got that. Hmm. I think it's missing something, and I'm not sure what it is. Hmm. I don't know why, but I feel like it's some sort of warrior, I think. Do you guys, when you draw, especially people, do you come up with some kind of like a story or a character with them? Because I usually do. I don't know if it's like universal thing that everyone does. I'm trying to learn 3D sculpting with Blender and it's so technical. Gosh, there are so many things. I know. It's so confusing at first. I've made 2 face sculptures so far. I upload to you. I cannot. I'm so impatient. So I salute to you. Definitely, I feel like it makes the piece more complete if they have a story behind it. I know. I feel the same. And I think it's fun to create worlds and characters of your drawings because they come to life in that way. I have so many different characters that I've made, but I've never really made the worlds around them, even though I've thought about it and it's clear in my own head, but I think it might be really interesting. Oh my god, Clade, I'm also trying to use Blender. I'm so lost half the time. Don't worry, I understand you guys. I was year ago also. The same thing. I was pulling my hair. Oh wait, I have to. Losing my voice. Yeah, it's very difficult. Yeah, especially because I come from the classical 3D background. At school, they use usually Maya or 3D Max, which is really different from Blender's interface. So, because when I have to learn then Blender for this work, I was so lost. Everything worked differently. I was really annoyed. I'm so glad that they actually pushed out the update where the interface is more like the standard 3D programs. It helped me a lot. And thank God for all the YouTube tutorials. There isn't a day at work when I'm not googling something that how the fuck do I do this? I'm still learning myself as well a lot. But I think it's really fun. It's a great asset to have, knowing how to do 3D, because it really helps your 2D as well. You can make backgrounds, you can like check lightings. It's a really great tool, especially Blender because it's free. So it's just about time and learning it. I moved my sculpture to Procreate in hopes that I could color it, but it had overlaps and stuff and it didn't work out. It was a mess. Oh no! I feel so bad for you. That sucks. Aww. Could you try it with any different kind of program? I heard that the system that Procreate is using is still so new that it has a lot of bugs also. So it could be that. Maybe it works in another program. I kind of like that as it is. Maybe we should just start a new one. I just make a couple of embroidery here. I think it would look cool. Like similar to the eye that it has. Or does it make it spooky? Well, let's go with it. I'm so happy that there's so many of you. Thank you for joining. It's really like I was so nervous the whole week. I was like, oh my god, like am I going to be there alone? Like, is this this is going to be the worst decision in my life. Why did I do this to myself? But I'm really happy. And I'm really happy to talk to you guys because it's so much fun. And especially when we're talking about arts and stuff. It just gets me going. Yes, talking to yourself on stream is so awkward. Yes. I've watched a couple of I try to be like a smart one, and like, and went beforehand like all the tips and tricks, and how do you talk when you're all alone, how do you keep it going and without being uncomfortable. How the hell you're not uncomfortable? You're gonna be. It doesn't help, I don't think, even though you had all the tips and what you can talk about and such. Yeah, and I mean, I could color it in Blender too, but I need to watch another 2-hour YouTube video for that. I know. And from my experience, Blender is not the most intuitive when it comes to like painting textures. If you're just doing materials, then it's fine. But if you want to actually paint a mesh, oh god, it's a lot of trouble. It's really annoying to set up. I don't understand why they haven't made it any easier. I'm thinking about trying the Substance Painter now that like the Adobe has it. But it's like, do I have to? Because it doesn't come with the subscription of the Adobe, like the basic all apps. You have to like get the separate 3D plan for it, which is like, I'm already paying 60 euros per month. So why can't I just have it in that package? I don't understand. Let's make it, I think it needs like a charm here. Yeah, something like that. I think we need to do like some kind of like a charm. I think it could be some kind of animal, like paw. Like that? Yeah, something like that. I think it works with the theme of the character better than having some kind of jewelry. I think it's more up to its alley. It looks a little bit creepy. Maybe it needs something else also there. Let's put another one next to it. Ooh. Yeah. Was it easy to learn Photoshop? I know a lot of companies use it, and I barely have any experience with it, so it kind of scares me. To be honest, a lot of companies I've worked at, they don't care what you use as long as you know your shit. They will pay you whatever program you want, but if you work in a team and you have like, you share a file a lot, as long as the file is in such like format that you can use it in all the other programs, then you should be fine. There's really nothing to worry about. And usually, because Photoshop is the number one, almost all drawing and painting programs do have PSD export. So you're good. Just use whatever program that helps you, that works for you the best. I started with Procreate and started using Photoshop last year. It's so much less intuitive. I understand that. I've tried Procreate myself. It's really simplified, which makes it really easy to learn and fast to learn. And it is really intuitive because it's more like when you compare PS and Mac. Mac has more intuitive in a system, but PS is more like everything you need to control underneath that. It's kind of the same thing in my mind. So, but Photoshop gives you a lot more options to do things, but it's harder to learn. True. But you have a lot of other tools what you can use for the art. I think it just depends on like what works for you. Some people like Paint Tool Scythe, some people like Clip Studio, some use Photoshop. Whatever works for you, just do it. Just use that. Just because something is at the moment standard in the industry doesn't mean it's gonna be in 2 years. Intuitive. Sorry, gonna speak in Finnish for a minute. Sillä, että se tuntuu luontevammalta. Että se on helpompi niin kuin, tehdä periaatteessa. Miten tämä selittäisi? Asiat niin kuin on silleen, että jos sä oot zoomata, niin sä käytät sormia. Sen sijaan kuin, että sun tarvii mennä erikseen nappulaan ja sitten sieltä vääntää jotain. Mikä on silleen, että jos sä oot ison tai taas, niin tietenkin sä teet näin. Tällä lailla. Hope that helped. Oh shoot. No worries. I'm glad to help. Let's see. I had some other couple of questions. Would you consider streaming on YouTube or upload after the stream? Yes. I was between the two, like if I should, because I already have a YouTube, go to YouTube or to Twitch. And then I realized I can do both because I can stream it at Twitch with most of the people stream at the moment still. And all the VODs I will be uploading on the YouTube channel, so after the stream you can still watch them. So, for the future people, here you go. Where do you get your drawing ideas and inspiration from? That's a hard one because I don't think too much when I draw. It just comes on its own. So I think it's this subconscious things that I watch and read about just come to the paper. Because I like to read, for example, a lot of fantasy books. So I think the fantasy aspect comes from there. I also watch a lot of TV streams and follow a lot of other artists' work. So I think every time I see something like, oh, those colors are really nice, and I would like to try doing that as well. And oh, I like the lighting in that one. And sometimes it's just pictures and everything I see on the internet. Like some days I have no idea what I want to do, but then I go to Pinterest and I see one picture that has something special about it. Maybe a pose or eyes or something, and usually then it clicks. I get an idea. I'm like, oh, yellow eyes. Like there's a cat that has really yellow eyes. Oh, that would be cool if I had a character that had those kind of eyes. That was like a mixture of a cat or something, and then it just gets out there. It's kind of hard question. to be true. I think I take a lot of inspirations because it can be just walking outdoors and I see something. It's just living life, I think. And it comes on its own. My work has always been really heavy on the fantasy side. I blame my mom for that because first thing that we watched when we were kids were Ghibli movies, and I'm hooked. Like when I first started drawing, I was like, what, 4 years old, and I drew my mom's office, the vinyl carpet, like the floor was of vinyl, and I drew hundreds of Totoros to the floor. Like tiny ones, you know. I blame her, yes. Yes, I grew up with Kiki and Totoro. Yeah, I know. The best. Like, Totoro was my favorite thing ever. And when I got older, well, older, I was 7 years old, and my cousin got the VHS. We didn't have any at home when I was younger, but when I got older, then I got. But she got the Spirited Away from as a birthday gift, and I loved it. I borrowed it from her at least 50 times, and I was around, I think, 7 or 8 years old, and I was hooked. I loved the game, like, not the game, the movie, the animation, like, and I think that has affected a lot of my art, like how I like fantasy things and such. Totoro was so cool, but also a bit scary sometimes. It was. My mom always said that it's like me and my sister. I have a younger sister, and it's like the two of those are us. We actually have matching tattoos with my sister about acorn. You know, those I can draw here. Like this. We had those made for us as a reminder that about our bond and about our childhood. Is your family artistic as well? I'm the only one who pursued art as like a career, but all of my sister and like siblings and my mom, especially my mom, are very artistic. They love to paint. My sister and my mom both, and they're really good at it. They just didn't pursue as career. I'm the only one who went that way. There is a little acorn. Yeah, my mom first was really scared about me becoming an artist. Of course, because like usually it goes like, oh, you become an artist, you don't make any money, you don't have a stable life. And my mom was scared about that I'm gonna have that, so she was like, oh okay, you can be an artist, but please maybe you can be a teacher, like teach arts, for like you can get a degree and such. Didn't happen. I was first thinking like, yeah, that's smart, but I worked at a school for a little bit for an internship, and then I realized like, nope, I'm not gonna do this for the next 30 years. Nope. That's not my thing. I love the kids. It's not about that. It's just I realized that it's a routine that's always there. Like from year after year after year, you do the same stuff every single day. And that's not something that suits me. I need to learn. I need to find new stuff. I want the excitement of learning and just exploring art. So instead of teaching it like as my day job, I want to learn. So now I get to learn every day. There isn't a day at the game industry when there isn't a problem I need to solve. And I love that. Sorry, I can't stand some children. Yeah, they can be a pain in the ass. And I totally get it. And I salute to those who can do it every single day. Like, daycare, you do you. Well done. I cannot. Maybe we start a new one. Yeah. I'm gonna move the sketchbook a little bit so you guys can see better. Let's start here. Okay, the next one. We have a lot of time. Same, my dog is enough for me. Oh, what kind of dog do you have? Dogs are the best. You have 2 cats? Ah, I love cats too. Sadly, I'm really allergic, so I can't pet them. Even though every time I see one, I do. And then my boyfriend is really mad at me for me getting really stuffy and sick because of it. So what kind of cats do you guys have? He's a rescue, so we aren't 100% sure what he is, but we know his mom was a husky mix. Oh, that's great! Oh, I'm really happy that you have a rescue. I think it's really important. So happy. Does he shed a lot? He, yeah. Like, I know that huskies like endless amounts of fur everywhere you look at. Huskies are adorable. Even let's do another one. Yep, let's go. I want to do like a demon girl, this one. They're just regular cats. We bought them from old lady. She was feeding them porridge. Oh, I'm glad they're part of your family now. Yeah, especially in Finland, we aren't the kind of that have lots of like, what do you call the like fancy cats? You know, like breeded ones. Actually, no, he's fairly medium sized, but the whole litter was suffering from parasites when they were young, so their growth was done a bit. Oh, and yes, he sheds quite a bit. Yeah, I knew it. It's the same for Nori. He's a rescue from Russia. He was found, sadly, for four of the pups were found in a plastic bag by the street, and gladly someone saw the bag moving and realized that they were suffocating and saved them. It's really sad. It's really sad. But it was really lucky because the person who found them actually had a neighbor that worked for rescue center for dogs. So they were saved straight away. They went to the house and they had all the medicine and everything, and yeah. So they lived there. They were only eight weeks old when they were found. So we had to wait until they were 6 months old so they could cross the border, and everything went smoothly. They had medical checks and everything, like all good. And all of the puppies were rescued and they had new homes in Finland. So I'm really happy, and we've seen the other siblings too. They're really adorable, and all are very happy now. So, but really sad story. But sadly, it happens quite a lot. Thank goodness for kind people, exactly. It is a shame that not everywhere not everyone has the same kind of respect for life, especially for those that are totally innocent. But now he's my cuddle bug. Like, he wakes me up every morning by coming next to me, my head, and just like becomes this like what do you call like a well, he goes wraps himself around my head and just puts his head on my shoulder, then just sleeps there until I wake up. And when I wake up, then he's like, oh, let's have cuddles and kisses, and he will wait there next to me until I wake up. So my every morning starts with that, and I'm really glad about it. Well, I made the face a little bit long, but we're gonna fix it. We're gonna fix it. It's fine. Let's put a tiny... Yeah, like that? Yeah. Any tips for growing your audience, especially on Instagram? Well, it's about reels, sadly. But that's the truth. It's about pushing content a lot. So, but don't get it wrong. It's not about like quantity over quality. You still need to do quality content, and you need to like make it somehow pop. For example, well, I have a marketing background, so I'm really good at reading data, for example, from the post and such. So there's for example, a big difference on your thumbnail for the reel. It needs to be really sharp. And let's make an example. For example, if I would like to post this, for example, and want to make a reel out of it, when I post a picture like the reel and the thumbnail cannot show the whole picture, and it cannot be finished one, because people like when there is mystery and there's like, oh, I don't know where that's heading, and also that they cannot recognize whole part of it. And color also matters, because I've realized, for example, that all of my sketches that I've done with red color pop out from the feed, and they actually perform a lot better than anything that I've done with dark ink, for example. So yeah, I know. So I made, for example, one experiment. Oh, now it looks like there's a pupil, but I didn't want that. But well, we'll go with it. And anything that is like, if you want really snappy content that actually like it has a chance, people's attention span is really short. Especially this is like real data thing, but less than 3 seconds. If you cannot convince them that there's something interesting happening in less than 3 seconds, and if it's like constant thing, they will get out. They will shut it down. Like, no, they're not gonna continue watching that. They will like move on to the next one. So in the 2 to 3 seconds, you need to make it clear what you're doing and make it snappy. So your cuts need to be really, really like fast if you're doing short content. Something that you explain really well then can be longer, but I would try to keep the reels really short, like maximum of 5 to 7 seconds. No more than that. Because people don't like to spend their time. They're really impatient. It's kind of sad, but that's the truth. Oh wow, good to know. Yeah. But people shouldn't stress about it too, because I realized, for example, that my biggest growth happened during that time when I was feeling like I wasn't pushing that much, and I was more like enjoying making the content and having fun with it. So the more you stress about it, usually you end up making worse content. Gosh, I hate making reels because my camera is awful. Oh, that, yeah, I get that. Because the quality does, like, help if you have that. And especially nowadays that your phones have, like, cute, like, really nice cameras. Like, everyone has it. So if you don't, everyone's like, oh, move on. Next. I feel like I fucked it up a little bit. How do we save it? I actually like making reels, but that might be because I'm a video editor and I've been video editor for many years. So now that my work doesn't involve any video making, I kind of crave for it. And I like making those like really fast ones. So usually one reel takes me around 10 to 15 minutes to make. So it's just enough time for me to be like let's do this, and I get to have a little bit of that editing back, but I don't have to fully commit to it. It was not very nice chilling here, but I need to go now. Hope to see more of these in the future. Oh, thank you for coming. Hope you have a really nice rest of the day. Thank you. Mwah, mwah, mwah. Bye. Yeah, we're gonna do a short hair. It doesn't have enough room for the long one, so we're just gonna make it like a long bob. But for this one, maybe we do add oh no, that's terrible. Let's do dark. Yeah, that's better. What do I do with this? I'm not sure. We could have some contrast on the lips also, like add some there to make it more balanced a bit. Yeah, that's a little bit better, maybe. Don't know. Let's make it have like a really sharp shadow. We'll just go with the flow. If it turns out bad, then it turns out bad. That's fine. Any idea if you'll be hosting another Draw This in Your Style in the future? Definitely. I was thinking, because we are closing on the 50k mark on Instagram, I was thinking we could have another challenge. If you guys want, of course. But I really love seeing when you guys draw my work, like make your own version of it. It's so inspiring and it makes me so happy. Like things that people have come up with, they're like so unique. It's really cool. Heck yes! I'm glad. Need something. Let's do this Sauron eye, like everyone says. I don't know what it's. I just think it's really cool. Like that between the horns, and oh, we could do like small ends to the here, like it had like some kind of rings put there, like on top of the horns, like protection. That could be cool. Yeah, like that. Yeah, go for it. Yes. Let's do it. I just love adding these more like small elements there. I don't know what it is. Like, is that like a demon or someone that it's carrying? Especially now that this one has like dark eyes. Is this like a shell and that's the actual being? It could be. These are the things I think when I'm drawing these characters. I think it's really fun to give them background and what they could be. Okay. Let's do like a bat ear. Yeah. Like that. Yeah, let's go with that. Let's make it really long, like sharp. And then we need to have the actual ear inside of it. Yeah, I think that works. And when we can add some earrings and some detail. I think that's fun. Yeah. I like that now that it's not such a big space there. Looks gorgeous. Oh, thank you. I'm glad you like that. Yeah, I think it helps with that. Let's put some earrings there. A little bit more shape. Sketching is so much fun. In a couple of swipes, you just get something to come to life without any color or anything. I think that's really cool. Even though, like, in my digital art, I love to use a lot of color. Sketching like this is still my favorite part. Because it's so freeing, it's so natural how it works. Yeah, it's starting to come together. I was a little bit worried because I butchered the face completely on this side. It's a little bit wonky, but it could be worse. I try to balance it out still, but this eye is a little bit too high, or or this is too low, whichever way you think it. So it kind of needs a little bit fixing. So I need to do some adjustments and hope that it blends it out a bit. Do you guys have any weekend plans? I'm gonna have all the time to myself. Now that everything I have going on for this weekend, and the birthday party I'm going today isn't tomorrow, it's today. Now I get to have all the weekend free. So I'm really happy about that. Well, and here comes the puppy. Nori. If you can see, here is the puppy. Nyt, voitko siinä? Niin. Noniin, menes. Yeah, he came to say hi. He got the door open. Was going to do some yard work, and now it's raining, so not doing that. Oh. Well, oh no, you don't have to do the yard work. Oh no. You can stay inside and read a book and have some tea and just cozy up under a blanket. Or that's at least how I would do. What I would do. Yeah, and he's really precious. Now he's waiting for me. Sadly, he still needs to wait for a little bit. I have around 5 minutes, sadly. Then I have to leave. But I'm really happy how far we have gone today. We got so much to do, so much done, like sketching. I think that's about it. We can still add something there. I want to make it's kind of a little bit hairy, like the ear. It's kind of werewolf, in a way. Werewolf demon? Or is it bat demon? Something along those lines, I think. I think it's funny. Maybe we add something. Maybe we make the eyebrows also a little bit bushier, now that there is like so much hair on the ears. A highlight there. I think we're pretty good. I think we're done. What do you guys say? I think it's good. I really like this one more. Looks great. Thank you. I'm glad. Now at least we got the one page full. At the end of this, we could do a little scroll. Now that we have still a couple of minutes, I could show a couple of the other sketches that I've made. For example, this one. I really like. It's freehand, just above my head. Hands needed a reference, of course. It was like hands are the devil. They're so hard to make. But other than that, it's just from my mind. From here, some cats, some so witches. Hands are the devil. Yes, they are. Like, I don't know an artist who would say they love making hands. It doesn't matter how many years you've been a full-time artist, it's still pain in the ass. Oh, this was on the live that we had on Instagram that we made. I really like the mask. It was fun to make. Oh, here it's just a note. Some salukis? Doggies. I haven't drawn that many dogs. So it was a fun experiment. Just to try something else. There is a couple. These are studies. Some from my mind, just like that. I really hate this one. I don't like it at all. That's why it's in the corner. I'm thinking about just covering it. But I'm trying to be more chill to myself and not be so demanding of my sketches. It didn't come out how I wanted, but it's fine. I I need to try those, but I'm there at work at the moment. Maybe I bring them back someday so I could like use them. Well, this is shitty, but those colors I could use to block them out, like some sketches with a color. Like, especially here too. It could be fun to go around here somewhere and just pop it up a little bit. But yeah, that's about it. Sadly, we have to end the stream now because I have a party to go to. Oh no, I have a jacuzzi party. I get to have like great company and drinks and just have sauna and just lay low. But I hope you guys have a really wonderful like evening, and thank you so much for joining me. I hope to do this more often. And next time, let's go digital. I think it would be fun to have like a digital version next one. Let's see what you guys like about that. But it was very fun. Thank you so much. And see you guys. Thank you so much for the chill morning. See you next time. Thank you. See ya. Thank you. Bye. Thank you, Morgan.